You are listening to Emotion at Peak Podcast episode 005. Today we're going to talk about something about me, your host, and relating to the 23 habits of successful people. Hey everybody, Joms here. Welcome to Emotion at Peak, the podcast that speaks about the emotion that each of us encounter in our daily life. So tell me right now, how do you feel? So hi guys, this is John from Emotion at Peak Podcast. So welcome. What inspires me to create this episode is through Miss Aileen Channel, entitled Lavendier. She is a vlogger whose content is very enriching in terms of self-improvements. So if you want to visit her site, just click on the link below. This past few days, I've been listening to her podcast as well as her YouTube channel, of course. And I really get many things out of her work. So I'm also sharing what I've learned, and I want to implement some of them so that I could have more directions to my life. So today's episodes, I'm going to compare my habits to that of successful people, which is na-mention niya sa kanya episodes previously. So, well anyway, I'm not that successful, but who doesn't want to become one, right? So being successful is not only through making money, but what I want is to become more successful in controlling everything, or if not, at least I can control more aspect of my life, especially my nerves and my thoughts. Because it's very tiring when you let your lazy kind of kid like self who just wanted to do this easy part and ended up with nothing. I hope you can relate. So at least I'm doing something that might awaken my sleeping, confident, matured, responsible self somewhere deep inside myself. As per mentioned by Miss Aileen on her previous vlogs, there are 23 habits that mentioned, which I am going to convert it as a question and to ask myself and at least know more about myself through these questions. So let's get started, guys. So first question here is, do you take full responsibility for your life? Well, if I may say, not totally, because there are times where I fight for something I do believe in, but most of the time I cast myself as the shadows behind the dark curtains to many things that gives me that fear. So number 2, do you know your priorities? Again, I guess not, because if I know my priorities, I might be somewhere else than being at the present. So number 3, do you create your morning routines? I do have a routines. I pray during Fajr. I'm a Muslim, by the way, and I will have to do that stuff. And after that, obligations, prayer times. So I do the usual stuff like having an exercise, but usually that exercise is not every day. It depends on my mood, so it's not a good thing. So number 4, do you do daily meditations or mindfulness? I do, because praying Fajr is one of meditations. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me, because there are those times where I cannot concentrate due to something on my mind, because it's full of so many things. Allah guide me on the right path. So number 5, do you make a health and exercise as a priority? As I may say, not so. I do want it to be healthy, but my child self easily got tired and ended up doing nothing. And I do it rarely. But I did the exercise thing, and I do lose a teeny pounds last January and February. But right after my stomach ache last February or March, I guess, I did stop it. Not totally stop it, but I do it very rarely. Number 6, do you read and learn continuously? I do sucks in here, guys. I do read books. I have books on my shelves. But the thing is, I could not finish them. Most of those books, I already read half of the book, so I easily get distracted by unnecessary stuff. So number 7, do you have a discipline and self-control? Like a child, there are those times where I could not control myself. Kumbaga sa Tagalog, immature. Or English pala yun, immature. So number 8, do you do your work in consistent manners? It depends on my interest, guys. But I'm looking forward to work things in a long-term manner. Number 9, do you follow through with what you say? Well, I'm not perfect, guys, so I'm guilty on this. I do follow some of what I say, and some of those I cannot. Love to change this part of it. Number 10, do you have that persistent, perseverant attitude? Way back in my college, yes, I do. I do have this kind of attitude. I do work persistently and with perseverance, but right after college, right after realizing so many things in life, it becomes more going down to drain. Number 11, do you have any fear of failing? I do have that fear. Yes, I'm not exempted. Number 12, do you hone your craft daily? I guess no. The only thing that I'm enhanced with is driving. I always drive every day, so that's a skill set, something I'm proud of. So because it's a necessity. But some other stuff, I usually editing of videos, creating some slideshows, but I do it rarely, and I'm not honing it. So I would love to change this. Number 13, do you have a self-awareness? Not that 100%. I'm still on the side of digging these attributes and doing this exercise in a way to get to know myself more. Number 14, do you practice gratitude? When I was young, very much, I do practice gratitude. And I'm very thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that everything that I did wish for when I was young was already fulfilled. But when I grew up and get older, somehow it became more vivid. That's why somehow I felt that there is something lacking inside me. So I need to unlock that. Number 15, do you have a support system? Unfortunately, I am an introvert, so I do things alone, and by observing this kind of abilities, it's a slower side of life. So in terms of support system, my only support system is my family, some of my friends, and that's it. Number 16, are you surrounded by people with like-minded achievers? Well, most of my coworkers are achiever people, yes. But when it comes to podcasting, on the things that I'm interested with, I'm not surrounded with them. I work alone, so there's no one or something. I don't know where, when, or how will I get some people that same or like-minded as me. Number 17, are you goal-oriented? Well, when I do stuff that interests me, yes, I can do it. And in terms to long-term plan, long-term goal, I am weak on that part. And number 18, are you proactive and do you take initiative? Not most of the time, yes. The thing is, when you lack of responsibilities in your life, taking initiatives is a lesser idea. So I want to change this as well. Number 19, can you manage your emotions? Not all of them. Yes, I do have a problem previously. That was years ago. I cannot control my emotions. I did anything or something that can divert my emotions to be more on the positive sides, that most of the time I cannot control it. That's or negative emotions. Number 20, can you communicate clearly? I can communicate clearly when I prepare those things that I need to, like the script. So right now, I did prepare some script, which is I'm following it right now so that I can speak straight. But when I don't have any script or anything, just an impromptu speaking, somehow that's the bullet thing started. I cannot speak directly. Usually I have the tendency to repeat word by word. So my listener, please bear with me. Number 21, are you a good listener? I guess I'm not. I don't know. I could not say this. I guess the one who can say this is of course the people that surrounds me. Number 22, do you value your alone time? Of course, it's a big yes. I'm an introvert and being alone is my recharging time. I love it. So number 23, do you lose the journey more than the result? That's something that I need to learn. Yes, so on these things, these activities that I'm doing right now, I'm going to have this journey to change something in me. At least I'm doing something than doing nothing, right? So as you may observe, most of the area that I've mentioned here is somehow on a downside or on a down slow feeling or emotions. So for almost years, I've been trying to change some of this, but to no avail. I was conquered by my own ego. So the east side of myself that doesn't want to take more of the load is, however, more prevailing. So what I wanted is, I wanted to change most of these negative things in a more side or more positive side. So I wanted something that will change me while I'm still young, while I'm at my 30s. So at least I can do something that maybe someday I can say to myself that you have done enough. Yes, you have done enough. You've become more confident as a woman, and it's a good thing. You can top yourself and you become successful in controlling yourself, successful in doing many things, successful in controlling your anxieties. Yes, I do have anxieties, but not that big. And control and become successful in controlling my shyness. So guys, thank you for listening, and let's meet some other or to the next episode. So bye bye, see you soon. Thanks for listening to Emotion at Peak. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll like and subscribe to this channel for more updates. Be sure to check the latest. This has been John, joined for another edition of Emotion at Peak podcast. Thank you.